What's up, everybody? It is another episode of the Hotlap.productions podcast. We are back for the new year 2021. It is great to be back on the air. We have a whole lot to talk about. We apologize for the hiatus. We were getting everything together for the new year, and the holidays was going on as well during all that time. So it was good to take a break. We needed it. But we are
not
back.
much went on anyway, so
Exactly. It was a quiet holiday season for the car industry, so it's not too bad. But we are back. We'll be in full effect. We have a lot of stuff planned for 2021. It is extremely exciting, and we cannot wait to get started. I know for a fact that we are going to make some good strides. We just need some more subscribers and followers and listeners. That way we can get everything moving.
we appreciate y'all. Like Isaiah said, just keep supporting, like, subscribe, share, comment, 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts, and we appreciate y'all.
Well, let's jump into it. Our favorite car company, apparently, to talk about on this podcast is FCA. Just because if we feel like, we should be on the board of directors there. But outside of that, it is crazy to find out that they are no longer FCA. They are now under the surname Stellantis. Turns out that the French came and bought the Italians, who came and bought the Americans, who went under.
So they took Fiat as well in?
Yeah.
Or did Fiat pull
So
out?
they own Ferrari and Fiat and Lancia and yeah.
Nice. Nice.
It's I'm excited to see what happens. We were supposed to get Peugeot in 2026 in the States, but then they pulled out. But according to everything that just happened in the last couple weeks, they are back on track to actually be put in the States. So we'll be seeing French marks again, hopefully. I hope that actually encourages Renault, since they own Nissan, to come back to the American market too, because that just means a world of hot hatches.
Very, very quirky, but very nice hot hatches, really.
Yeah.
It would be interesting too, because like at least as far as I can remember, I really don't remember many French brands like growing up to now, if you will. So it'd be definitely interesting to actually see them here as an adult, to actually see them and experience them, if you will. When I was younger, I had no idea because I wasn't that into cars. So,
well,
like
they
I
also
asked you
pulled
earlier,
out
I was
before we
like,
were born.
right? Yeah, fair enough. So like I only know of them because I remember really truthfully, like in high school or middle school, taking like those logo tests.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember those, that was like I think it was an app for your phone as a game. And it was like levels of logos, and I found out about half of these car brands because of that game. Like, there's the only reason why I knew of them. So, yeah, so truthfully, I think it'd be really cool to get almost like a new generation of cars, if you will, in the States.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited. There are some rumors that they may no longer keep Chrysler or Dodge on the totem pole, which it bothered me when they said Dodge, but it didn't bother me when they said Chrysler, because we all know Chrysler only makes the Pacifica for old people and 300 for
Old people.
Old people. I can't say anything because my mother has one, but yes.
Well, so, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. Like, I don't know why I just assumed both Dodge and Chrysler just had a full lineup of everything, and they don't. And,
nope.
Maybe that's the reason why they have to keep getting bought out all the damn time, because they're not in markets that make them money. Like, everyone knows you got to sell all so you can make the cool stuff. Like, bro, like, yeah, it's cool you throw the Hellcat engine and everything, but you also got to be able to financially support yourself in doing that. You're not selling millions of Hellcat minivans. You're not. So it's just like bro, you need your crossovers and stuff like that in order to carry your cash flow to then be able to do everything else. And that's exactly why they're falling. Like,
Well,
come
so
on
I
now.
mean, they didn't do terrible in sales numbers. I think Chrysler as a whole sold 167,000 cars, and
Yeah,
then
because they're 150 of those are all the different trim levels of Challengers and Chargers.
well, no, that's
Yeah,
just
they.
Chrysler by themselves.
Oh,
Dodge
Chrysler,
did
excuse me.
260 something thousand. So
Yeah.
they
So
did all the Chargers and Challengers and yeah.
yeah, Chrysler just pushes out their minivans for fleets. That's all it is. Those are all fleet sales.
I would think it'd be more the 300s because
Whatever.
even when you go on Chrysler lots now, they don't have many because they're consistently being sold. However, I mean, I didn't see, I didn't want to believe that Dodge really only makes 3 cars now because Ram is its own separate entity now, so you can't count the trucks anymore. And then you have the fact that they just discontinued the Journey. They don't make the Dart anymore. There's no more Stratus or Intrepid. There
Oh,
isn't.
I forgot about those.
Yeah, you don't have the Dakota. You don't have. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they don't make. The Breeze, the Neon.
Oh, the Neon.
Like
What's
these
a
are cars
Breeze?
that it's the Stratus before it became the long Stratus.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's. I mean, they only make 3 cars. To me, 267,000 cars in a year with only making 3 models, not bad.
I guess.
That's not bad.
Whatever.
I mean, and they have Ram and they have Jeep
Cheap.
who
That's all.
supply all the money.
It's all going into the same pot, I guess. Whatever.
And yeah, and then Dodge was just kind of like, so what are we going to put in the Hellcat engine in next?
I
While
guess.
Jeep is like, okay, so we got to make sales guys because Oldie and Grumpy don't want to do anything.
Yeah, you got to put the company on their back.
Right. If we
Oh,
leave it to
Jesus.
them, there won't be work to come back to. So,
Right.
Gladiator, are we bringing back? Okay, so we're going to bring back the Grand Wagoneer. Good job.
Oh man. The only thing, I
Which,
guess, they get bought out, cool, I guess, whatever. But it just sucks that their reliability is not going to go anywhere.
yeah, at first it was Italian electrics in an American car with a German transmission. So now is it going to be French electrics? Or is it, oh, this means that Dodge's interior quality may drop.
Oh god, it's the only thing they had going for them. It's the only thing I ever enjoyed about a Dodge. I mean, obviously, besides their crazy V8s, is their interior.
Yeah. No, I mean, overall, I think it's going to be a good merger. Just, I'm excited to see what they plan on bringing to the States. Even though that they're saying that they're projecting it won't be until 2026, I still think that it may be sooner. And
5 years from now,
what happens if they do get rid of Dodge, though?
I don't. I don't
So
think they can. Off the sole premise of the Challenger and the Charger, like legit. I think
but
like
but but
like
let's stop and think about it.
y'all thought y'all thought all these rice were bad. Wait till they find out. Wait until all those people find out that their Chargers and Challengers aren't being made anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I mean, let's backtrack here. Let's stop and think. The Charger and the Challenger are based off of a very old Mercedes chassis from like the mid 90s. And the Durango is based off of the first ML from 2001. So
they're still using the same platform?
Yeah.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
I will say that a lot of that stuff. Well, I didn't know the Durango was still the same platform, but I guess I don't know. It doesn't pertain to that, but I don't know that. I do think the Charger and the Challenger are due for a redesign. I think they do because like they've kind of only been doing facelifts and like cosmetic upgrades, not necessarily an actual redesign.
I
You know what I
do
mean?
laugh because it's been funny to watch like the current generation Charger grow up because like the first year that I got it, which is 15, is the first year that they had, the bigger screen and the weird gear shift and all that kind of stuff. But now it's like they've meshed in Apple CarPlay and nicer touchscreens, and there's leather places that mine doesn't have leather, and then there's some of the operation for the buttons are a little different. So I'm just like, so what you guys did is you took what you should have did in 2015, and you guys just kind of, because think about it now, all the Chargers are wide body now, and they're all pretty and stanced, and they all have nice packages and appearances, and stripes and vents, and I mean, my Charger looks like it came from a rent-a-car office, and it's got the Hemi. So,
right.
I mean, it's the Charger has evolved into what it should have been 6 years ago. But now, you're right. I think we're out of the facelift thing, but I just don't know if they have the money or the resources as far as engineers to build
or even the
chassis.
The heart to do so.
Yeah. I mean, they got lucky. They were still owned by Mercedes. They took some of the chassis when they left, and they kind of stuck with them. So, I mean, the Dart was still on the same platform as the Neon from 1998. So Dodge doesn't know how to necessarily get rid of chassis. They just kind of milk them until they can't milk them anymore.
I don't think I truthfully don't think they get rid of them. I don't think they do. I don't think they can. I don't think they can afford to. Because that's 260,000 units right there.
Yeah, but think about how many units Jeep and Ram are selling alone.
But I don't know. I just don't think they can pull out of with how, I guess, rampant it is right now. I don't think they can pull out of the sports car game.
Well, I mean,
or the SUV game, really.
True. Yeah, I mean, well, they technically only have the Durango, and then we're getting the Grand Cherokee L, which is the Durango, and then we're getting the Grand Wagoneer. So they won't be without 7-seat SUVs.
I don't know.
I mean, granted, you have to spend $100,000 to get a Wagoneer, but
I don't think they do. I don't think you can with such a big name like Dodge. I think honestly, I think they act Chrysler before they do Dodge.
Yeah, maybe. To me, I think they're either gonna, because I think they're going to get rid of Fiat, at least in the States, because they only sell one. They only sell one model right now, which is the 500X. So it's the crossover and not even the small 500.
Yeah, that's fine. Bye.
No,
I really don't care
for the
Fiat.
Italians.
I like the parts, but that's barely like that. They're just because they're quirky, and I can respect if someone like builds it and whatnot. But I don't. I could go the rest of my life without ever seeing one again. I wouldn't miss it. I know that's harsh, but that's just how I feel about those.
I was kind of excited about the Opel part of the whole merger thing, but then I kind of don't know what they make right now. I mean, it was cool 10 years ago when Opel made the little mid-engine thing that they shared with Vauxhall back in the mid 2000s, but it was basically like a Lotus Elise with a 2-liter turbo. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but I don't think they make anything necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know. I like I said, I think it's gonna be pretty cool to see French cars back in the States if they choose to bring them over. I mean, truthfully, even if they just chose to not even bring the brands but badge them as Dodges and Chryslers, I wouldn't mind that either.
Oh yeah, some badge engineering. Let's go for it.
I mean, I think it'd be interesting, and it gives you a reason to keep Dodge and Chrysler. Yeah. So instead of instead of your dealerships reading Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, Ram, Fiat, Opel, Peugeot, just keep it what you already have with badge
like a 16
Opel
stack sign.
Right.
Can't even put the emblems on it. It's just words.
Yeah. Yeah. Just the first initials. Make an acronym out of it.
No. They have, exactly. they always have super souped up models, the GT, the Cobra. So it was like the Cobra. You couldn't get any better than the Cobra. Well, why don't we just put an R at the end? Cobra.
Yeah. Or the
R.
GT 350 R.
R.
Oh God. I'm surprised. Honestly,
The
I'm surprised
RS
the track.
500 Focus, like.
Yeah, I'm surprised the GT 500's track pack isn't just called the GT 500R. If I'm being honest.
Well, I mean, they had the 500R at 1.2, and then you have the RS cars, and that's their favorite thing to do. We're just gonna we ran out of
I mean,
R.
truthfully, a lot of brands do though. Let's be real.
Jaguar does it.
R
Jaguar
and
does
S
it.
are the two favorite letters in the auto industry for
Literally,
sports cars.
GT.
Oh, you can't think of something, just throw an S. The Q50S.
Yes, sport. They all know it's sport. But yes, no, it's going to be the 2021 Ford F-150 Raptor R.
What V8 is it getting?
Let's see.
Ooh, is it a 6.2?
5.2.
Oh,
Let's get a GT500 motor.
with the supercharger?
Yep, 700 horsepower.
Yeesh, nice. I think it would have been cool if they would have like tested out, because I don't know if you've heard like the rumors that like the next gen Mustang is going to get a bigger V8 or a bigger displacement V8 at least. Of, like,
Really?
Like the rumors, like I'm pretty sure it's 6.2 liter. They're gonna ditch the Coyote. It's gonna get closer to 5, is the rumor. But it's gonna be about the same weight as the 5.0. So it won't mess up too much of like weight placement or distribution.
I mean, they have a 6.2, and they also have a 7.3. They also have they
probably the 6.2. I think 7.3 would be kind of big.
that'll probably be a boss car. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I thought that's why I thought it was gonna be like that engine and the Raptor. They were gonna test it out there first, but it also makes sense that they're throwing in the GT500 motor in there, though.
Well, this is the only reason that Ford's doing is to compete with the new
T-Rex.
Because it's 702 horsepower from that, and I'm just like, okay, but I mean,
what does the regular Raptor have?
460.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
And trust me, the thing about it is it's like, yeah, it's 460 horsepower, but it's a lot for that truck. It is a lot. Like, I've driven that truck and I'm kind of like, wow, this actually is fast. So this is gonna be a little overkill.
I hope Ford gets as petty as Ram did with the R. Like, I don't know if you've seen the T-Rex when it has like the like 3 or 4 different spots. It has a T-Rex like beating up on a little Raptor. Yeah, so like when you pop the hood, yeah, when you pop the hood, I'm almost positive like there's like a little like placard on the like the front, like where the radiator fan's almost like that area, that has a T-Rex with a Raptor in its mouth. I think when you're dropping the glove box, like get towards the cabin filter, there's a T-Rex chasing a Raptor, and I think the floor mats also have T-Rexes chasing a Raptor. And I think there's something somewhere on the tailgate too. But yeah, quite a bit over the
Easter eggs everywhere.
I want to make sure that this car was meant to beat the Raptor. I really hope Ford gets petty and puts something in the Raptor R. R.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited though. This should be fun. This should be fun for sure. I don't think Chevy's gonna respond though.
We're on the fast track to full sending SUVs and trucks. That's fine. Let's do it. Like I said, we're gonna do it. Let's do it big.
Make fast.
We already made regular sedans fast. Let's make trucks and SUVs fast.
We just want more of the fast cars. Hyundai is apparently working with Apple for a new electric car.
Is it gonna have windows though? Ba-doom. Got him. I'm sorry, everyone. That was stupid, but I couldn't not do it. I couldn't not do it. Like that meme has been a meme like before they were called memes. So like I couldn't not say it.
This,
Oh my
right
god.
here, this right here, this means we've been friends too long because
Oh
I should hang
man.
up the phone.
Anyways, I'm
Yes,
sorry. You
Apple.
said to make an electric car?
Yes.
That's interesting. Especially it's interesting on two fronts. One, that Apple even wants to get into that, and then two, that they chose Hyundai. I thought they would have picked
Well,
like a
they
different brand.
they tried to build a car on their own, and then they realized how expensive it was. So then they said, never mind. So now
But
they're
I
trying to
thought they
make
would
a
have gone
sedan.
with like a, I mean, really, truthfully, with Tesla or something like that, or even someone like a Toyota or even Honda. Something
I
I thought
I only think that Apple's considering because of the success of Hyundai EVs overseas, and they're good. So I mean, it'll be reliable
yeah wrong.
unless Apple wants to do updates and slow it down.
um,
So you don't have the latest updates.
that's
You can't go 47 miles an hour.
I wonder what part of that is Apple going to contribute though? Are they contributing like the electronics or like what are they
That would be
contributing?
cool. That would be cool. Considering, well, I forgot who Hyundai just got in bed with for their new infotainment systems. It's somebody that has like a super amazing graphics chip, and I just can't think of the name. Um, but basically, like, because the Korean ones we haven't got them yet. We're gonna start getting them next year. Well, this year actually. The They have like a full screen like Mercedes does. You know how the infotainment screen meshes with the gauge cluster? It's that. But like the graphics screen is like super extra. I forgot who the graphics card is. But so I don't know if that kind of is also why. I don't know. I don't think Apple's taking only the electronic aspect of it. I think they're going to what I predict that they are probably going to end up doing is
Maybe batteries.
refining. Well, no, putting their Apple mindset to like a car, like minimalistic, simplistic use type of deal. Where wow, this feels good. Wow, this is easy to use.
Every time.
Now the real question is because Hyundai Kia is who they are, is Apple going to charge an arm and a leg for the car, or is Hyundai going to be like, no, $35,000?
This is true. I think it
They're
depends.
just gonna be like, no.
It depends on what market they're making it for, and how much it actually performs. I think are gonna be the two caveats. I don't know. That's interesting. I wonder how that's gonna end up working out for Hyundai and Apple. Or is it gonna be? Is gonna be the Hyundai car? What HYUND-I?
Stop! No! Is it the Hyundai car or the iDay?
Oh God.
The iDay. I'm going to give you a forewarning that this is Porsche geeky moment. But they just made a 25th anniversary edition of the box store.
Is it sexy?
Not really.
Oh.
It looks just so okay. What they did is they took the original concept Boxster that was supposed to debut at the auto show, and they took pieces of that and made them into the new 718. So it's pretty. I don't like the wheels. I mean, okay, I kind of like the wheels. They're copper.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get the copper wheels. It has these really fancy inserts in the front bumper, and then it has the red interior. And they only made 1,250 of them. But the cool thing is they get the 4-liter GTS Cayman motor with 394 horsepower, and they come in manual.
Nice.
Manual. But yes, they are. Would you like to know the price, sir?
Can I take a guess? I don't know. It's the 25th anniversary, you know. And then if it's a limited run, it could be up there. Like, come on.
Okay, considering it is a limited run car, like again, they're only making 1,250 of them. It's 99,950.
Oh, so 100K. Got it. I wasn't
It's
too
not
far off.
bad. It's $9,700 more than the starting price for a GTS. So basically, what they're telling you is you're paying for a GTS with fancy tidbits.
Yeah.
Can I just say that like Boxsters and Caymans are kind of becoming more enticing?
You don't need that in your life.
Why not?
You want one. I know you want a Porsche.
Dude,
I saw what's the wagon called again?
Oh, the Panamera. You saw a GT Panamera.
I saw one the other day and I was like, oh,
was it all that?
Oh, it was so nice. I forgot where I was at too, but I was just like, wow, yep, definitely want one.
It's like, yep, that confirms it.
I just want a fancy wagon. That, an RS6 Avant, CTSV maybe.
Did I tell you that you can get A7s and diesels now? Not now. You could 2016 and back.
Oh, so Dieselgate? Yeah, I believe it.
Bro, I didn't know that. It kind of makes me want one. I'm like, good gas mileage, and I get to look like that everywhere. It's got practicality. It's a lift back, 30 miles to the gallon, and they're only 20 grand now.
Oh, Dave Wilson just bought an Audi, like a 2018 or 19. He what's the full size 7?
Oh, Q7.
S7 or
he's got an S8, the full size sedan.
What's the one below that?
S6. Sedans are 6s. The 5s and 7s are hatchbacks. They're like Stingers.
And then yeah, he got an S8, I think. Yeah.
So Ford is bringing a mid-size pickup truck.
Is that not what the Ranger is?
Cheaper than the Ranger. Oh, it is smaller than the Ranger. Smaller than the Pilot.
Why are they talking compared it to a Pilot?
Will have a smaller footprint than the Ridgeline and the other ones, including the Ranger. So yeah, it's smaller than the Ranger. It's cheaper than the Ranger too.
We're talking like old school Mazda trucks?
Basically what the Ranger was 20 years ago.
Why though? What's the point of that?
I don't know. I kind of like it. I don't like the fact that they're putting the Maverick name on it.
Isn't the Maverick a car?
It was a 2-door V8 car.
V8? Oh yeah, you're right.
At a 289.
Yeah, I don't know why either. Don't they have?
I mean, it looks good.
Hey, we can go back to old school naming and just call it the Ford truck.
This is gonna have a sub $20,000 sticker price.
Oh, this is pure work truck focus. There's no way. This is pure
Isuzu hombre, bro. This is Chevy S10 territory. Please tell me it's gonna come with a manual, because I will buy one.
Of course you would.
I wanted a Ranger, but they don't come in a manual. I was even not gonna care about the EcoBoost part. I was just gonna be like, okay, there's no V6 option. I was just gonna draft a 2.3 with a manual, but no manual.
Come on, it's 2021, my guy.
I don't care. They still offer the Frontier in a manual. Why can't we get a friggin' Ranger in a manual?
Do they? Oh yeah,
yes.
The Tacoma comes in a manual too. I guess you're right.
The only one that doesn't come in a manual is the Colorado. The other truck comes in a manual.
I can't give it the MT82, so
they're suspecting that the 2-liter is going to go into it. 250 horsepower 2-liter. And it's
probably going to be front-wheel drive too. All-wheel drive.
Purists may want a manual transmission in a vehicle like this, but we doubt Ford is considering it. Yeah, me too. God, I hope you put a manual in the car, dude. And I'm sure that they're still like having problems with people griping that the Ranger doesn't have a manual. Like, dude, just give us the manual. You have plenty of them, I'm sure.
Don't put the MT82 in it.
Dude, the HRV is getting a redesign.
Good. Well, yeah, because the fit's going out, remember? So they're probably going to redesign it.
I'm so upset about that.
To match that.
I know you're going to have a bunch of customers that are going to be so upset that they can't get a fit anymore.
It also kind of means though they're going to put the money into the ones they have so they can keep it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Oh, hey, the Mach 1 package is only going to cost $3,500.
Right, but that's without the handling package, right?
No, the handling package costs $3,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's more than that. So I think the base Mach 1 is like I think 10 grand more than the PP1.
Oh,
Or like
50 some thousand.
8 grand. Well, how much is a brand new PP1? Oh yeah, like 42.
So like 52 grand. That's not bad.
No, I think no, that's before handling package though.
It doesn't matter. After handling package, 56 grand ain't bad.
What do you mean? You're almost at GT350 money. No, you're not. That's like 80.
No,
That's like
GT,
70,
no. Well, minus dealer markup, no. But yeah.
There you go.
You
There
get,
could be
like,
dealer
you should be
markup
able to,
on the
you
Mach
should,
1s too.
You're supposed to be able to buy a GT350 for like 58
Yeah.
with no options. Yeah, there's no dealer with that option. Just saying.
No, that's probably with the small screen too. Man, that pisses me off. Like, how are you gonna have a $60,000 car and you're gonna give me a audio unit screen that's smaller than my phone my phone has been for 12 years?
Sir, in 2014, Ford Motor Company was selling the 662 horsepower Shelby GT500 with a smaller screen than that.
Yeah, that's no.
You were paying $70-something thousand in 2014 for a strip that was still blue that looked like the same strip that was still blue in the V6 Mustang, because it was the same strip that was available in the V6 Mustang.
Man, that pisses me off, man.
You could option it
I
with
don't need
the Sync 1 system from 2011, but that was the only option you could put in that car.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying I need the car to be super luxurious if I'm spending that money, because obviously I know I'm getting into a race car at that point. I get that. I'm cool with that. I don't need heated seats. I don't need well, obviously it's a manual, so I can't do push button start. I mean, remote start. I don't need navigation. I don't need none of that. But I also don't want to be looking at my backup camera that's this big. Like, I want to be able to touch my screen, at least minimum. In 2020 model year or 2021, I should not be buying a sports car or any car for that matter that's $60,000 plus it doesn't have a touchscreen. No, that's BS. That's stupid. That the screen I have in my car should be standard on any Mustang that's not the base GT. I don't know why it's not. It makes no sense to me. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I know I'm just ranting now, but it just doesn't make sense.
Please let the record show that this man is talking about a feature that's not on his card, because he did get the right one.
I know.
Well, but he's griping like he owned it. He owned
well,
one.
no. I'm griping because I found some good ones out there that was like, oh, this is a good price. I like this color. It's manual. And then I see the damn screen and I'm like, well, now I don't want it. That's why I'm griping about it, because it was just instead of like I can. So when I was just scrolling through the listings, I can see like, oh yeah, that's not a manual. It's not a manual, or oh, that's not a performance pack. Like I can just tell from the outside. So within the first picture I saw, I knew that wasn't for me, right? But then I would have to swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe and hope that there was a picture of the entertainment system to know whether that was the car for me or not. I don't need the digital dash. I don't need any of that. But why am I going to have a screen this big in a car from 2020 or 2019 or 2018? I'm not doing it. But base IAs that are $20,000 have bigger screens than that. No, I'm not doing it. My MP3 players from high school have bigger screens than that. No, that's dumb. It's stupid. Ford just stop.
So moving on to other weird things that Ford has done, they're apparently doing a Fusion wagon since they're getting rid of the Fusion.
Why? Why not just keep the Fusion?
Because they're not doing cars anymore, so it's going to have a little bit of a baby lift.
Oh my god, bro. That's annoying.
It's supposed to be a Subaru Outback rival.
That's so dumb.
They sell them over. I mean, so they have Mondeo wagons in England, which is the Fusion, and those are very attractive. But because I know,
I mean, it's cool as a wagon. But...
Well, yeah, no. But I'm like I was about to say, I know that we're not going to get the cool looking wagons that they have that come in a manual.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, It's more of a why. What makes you think really? So you pulled out of the car game because you think the market is no longer there for it, but then you bring back a wagon, which there's even less of a market of than your sedans. Like, where's the logic?
They think they can compete with Subaru, and it's just not going to happen.
No, you're not. It's Subaru. That's a cult. That's not a that's not a market. That's a cult.
It is.
You don't have a client base with
I
Subaru.
can
You have a
attest
cult.
to that. Yeah,
Like,
I can attest to that.
like, come on. So you're not taking a chunk out of that market. You might steal the people before they get into the cult, but you're not taking people out of the cult. That's not how that works.
It's really hard to get people who've been driving Subarus for like 20 years to stop driving Subarus.
My God.
It's
so hard.
Really hard. And sometimes it's really hard to get them out of their 20-year-old Subaru is the problem.
Truthfully, now that I think about it, I don't know that I ever had someone pull up in a Subaru looking to buy a Toyota. Like, it was once, and the only reason I remember it because it was this sweet old lady that was complaining that every car she sat in, she couldn't see the front end. That was the weirdest objection that single objection is the weirdest objection I've ever had in my life. Like,
our manufacturers have worked so hard so that you don't see the front end of the car.
Well, she was like, well, how am I supposed to know where I'm going to park? Ma'am, I don't know, but figure it out. But anyways, but even then, that was like a 08 sedan. I don't think it was an Impreza.
Legacy.
I think it might have been a Legacy. I don't remember. So it wasn't even the crossovers or anything. But like, I legit don't think I can't remember any time that I had someone pull up that was driving an Outback or a Crosstrek. No, I had a Crosstrek, but no one liked those. Forester, that's the one I was looking for. People who like Subaru don't like to start the Trek, the Crosstrek.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, the Forester or the Outback. Like, no, they never pulled in because they knew if they were getting a new car, they knew where they were going.
Directly back to Subaru.
Yeah.
To buy the same car that they had that's 5 years old but the same color. It's just new.
I will say this: the couple times I sat in Outbacks or Subarus in general, Subaru SUVs and crossovers in general, I will say I did immediately just feel more sophisticated and more of an adult.
It's a very adultifying car. Very nice to be in, very comfortable, very adult, very fast depending on which ones you buy. The CVT is the best CVT on the market. Don't knock a Subaru because it has a CVT because they do have the best CVT out there. So again, very nice cars. I could find better places to spend my money. They're kind of expensive, and the maintenance is a lot. It's like owning an Audi, but it's a Subaru.
I think, like, even like people don't necessarily realize that Hondas can be fairly expensive to maintain too. But I think with Hondas, if you choose to I don't want to say skip on the maintenance because you shouldn't. FYI for anybody out there. But like if with Hondas, I feel like you can do like you know what, I ain't got it right now, but next visit I'll do that. With Subaru, it's like if you don't do this right now, your car will blow up.
Something's gonna grenade on the way home.
Right, and that's the key difference. But surprisingly though, again it's a cult, so a lot of those owners know that and they're prepared for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they normally all have the money to do said work. You know when you've worked with a Subaru enthusiast when they go, hey, I'm at 92,000 miles. Is there any oil yet? Like, they are prepared to do valve and head gaskets immediately when it's time. After 115, 120,000 miles, they know that their timing belts do. Like, they are fairly aware of the things that they have to get done. Not anymore. Not since 2011.
Oh, okay, but that's still relatively newer for belts.
Yeah, and it's only the 3.6 at that year. I think the 2.5 went chain in 2008. Last thing I want to talk about: BMW has gone sacrilege and made a front-wheel drive car.
They don't have a single front-wheel drive car on their lineup.
No.
Really? Not even SUVs or anything?
Nope.
Oh, I thought there would have been at least one. They don't even have like a baby sedan that has it.
That's what it is now.
2 series or a 1 series or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
now the 2 series. No, the 1 series, even the ones overseas, the 1 series are rear-wheel drive.
Interesting. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
this front-wheel drive one is going to be a base model as an entry level.
It's a $36,000 228 sedan, so it's a 2-liter turbo. It's
That's why
not
I thought
attractive.
Oh, I'm sure it's not. I mean, it's a base model BMW. But
I mean, even with
oh
the
my
one
God,
that I'm looking at right now with
have,
the M Sport package is just not it.
does it have the grills? Please don't tell me it has the grills.
Not yet.
Okay, thank God. I really hope BMW doesn't make that grill their brand aesthetic.
We'll find out. Let's hope not. But we'll find out. Yeah, but front-wheel drive BMW reviews that I heard,
Again, it's a base entry level BMW.
still
All
BMW.
base entry level.
It's still a BMW.
Luxury
An
cars are
an
not that
A3
great.
with a 1.8 turbo is still fun to drive.
Yeah, but is it? It's also, I don't know. It's also BMW. They're hit and miss. It's either all the way garbage or it's all the way great. There's hardly ever like the in between.
Yeah, it's $2,000 cheaper, $36,695.
$1,000 cheaper than what?
The 228i with all-wheel drive. This comes with 228 horsepower.
It's only
8-speed
$3,000
automatic.
cheaper.
$2,000 cheaper.
Oh God, just go up to the. No, don't even bother with that.
You're not even gonna kill it in your payment, bro.
Seriously, yeah.
If you buy, to me, honestly, if you buy this car, it's only because you want the badge and you have no idea what you're buying.
Seriously, like yeah,
front wheel drive.
We're talking
Oh,
like
God.
30. We're talking like $30 a month on your payment.
It's
just get the better one,
bro. It's a 6.3 second 0 to 60.
Oh my Lord. Isn't that like CHR territory?
CHR does 11 seconds.
Oh.
Remember, we had that conversation.
I can't believe it's that slow. Like, it honestly didn't feel that slow. I'm not saying it felt fast, but it didn't feel 11 seconds, 0 to 60 times slow.
6.3 seconds is like your average. The RAV4 hybrid does it faster. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. So I feel like that means no, it has an 8-speed. Weird. I thought maybe if anything, if it had like a CVT, maybe that's why it could be that low. But if it has an 8-speed, I feel like it should be a tad bit faster.
Yeah, see, the thing about it is as soon as you get the all-wheel drive model, it's 0.3 seconds faster. So it's a 6-second flat.
Ooh.
And you have more weight. Oh, I'm sorry. They're saying that. So BMW says that the all-wheel drive does 6 seconds 0 to 60, and the all-wheel drive
quarter mile.
Quarter mile. However, they're saying that it's repeatedly tested at 5.1 seconds 0 to 60 with the all-wheel drive, so it is slower in the front-wheel drive. The A-Class is still cheaper, so you can get into a Mercedes A-Class for $34,000.
Yeah, that was a dumb move on BMW. I don't know why they did that. They're just gonna cancel it in 3 years.
Yeah, I don't know why they did this. It's kind of pointless.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's not their cup of tea. I mean, they have the minis, so I can't say it's not completely their cup of tea. But
yeah.
I feel like Mini also had very good front-wheel drive chassis before BMW came along.
That's what I was about to say. They just inherited a front-wheel drive car. They didn't build it.
They didn't do their part. All right, guys, that is the end of the episode for this week. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. We'll be a lot more active in the coming weeks as far as the social media pages and everything. Go check us out on TikTok. I'll put the link in the description below. But we're now on TikTok as well as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the whole nine. So give us a follow, give us a share, and we will see you guys next week.
Appreciate y'all. Hopefully we're going to start putting snippets and hopefully some shorter videos on that TikTok page. So like I say, go there for more content, and hopefully within the year we can start getting more content outside of just the podcast on our YouTube.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Later.
Stay safe 2021.